Hey Louise, how you doing? This is Mike, and I am here to do a quick video critique for you to talk about this fantastic collaboration you're doing with the Annam School students. Overall, I like the direction of it. I like where you're going. I like the mood that you're looking to create here. I think there's a lot of opportunities for some really cool aesthetics, and I'm just going to talk to you about ways that you can go ahead and plus this image. Of course, always the first thing I'm going to say is I know you mentioned reference in your description there. It'd be really cool to see some reference, like you mentioned The Godfather. There's a lot of really cool reference in that. A lot of contrasty, super dark, super bright stuff in that. Definitely something if you, I mean, I know that's what the audio is, and if you want to go towards that way, it would be a very cool idea. So I would highly recommend that you post some of your reference images so we can kind of talk about that. But given what we have here, I just want to go through it a little bit and just give some opinions. So the first thing that I see, I've got both of them up here. The first thing that I want to mention is that the first thing that I'm seeing is that other than this bright window here, I'm not seeing a lot of bright values. And I can, let's go ahead and take a look at, that's not showing up. There we go. Looking at the levels here. And you can see there's a lot of value range on the super darks up into the midtones here, but we're missing a lot of values here on the upper end. So if you kind of pull it back, you can kind of see what I'm talking about here, where you know, there's just a lot more value range. So I would, and you know, like to just slide this over adds brightness uniformly to the overall image, and that's not exactly what we want. We want it to be isolated to the areas that are our focus. And for us, looking at these two shots, this lamp, there's going to be two main light sources that I want to focus on here: the lamp and the window. And I want them to be present throughout both shots. I want them to be felt throughout both shots. And I think that I'll start here. The way that I want to do it here is I want to really kind of feel this lamp presence here. So I really want to feel it on his screen left side, right? I really want to feel like there's a bright light source there, and it's coming over that way. Additionally, I want to push this window even further. I want to make it brighter. I want to make it glowier. You can put in some volumetric rays. It could be there's a lot of opportunity here where you can slice up some volumetric rays coming through those blinds and create some really cool aesthetics there. I also let's see, in this one, I also created a little more shaping on his arm here. It's a little bit flat, so I'd like to see a little bit more rimming. You obviously get the warm side light on, the brighter light from this lamp here on this side. And then I would kind of tone down the back of him here. Just allow this to be a little bit of a dark shape. Anytime you have a character in the foreground, he's not going to be the focus of the shot. It's going to be on this guy. So allow him to go a little bit darker, not that much darker than the last shot, but a little bit darker to allow him to be a framing element for this foreground character. So then we've got him looking up this way. We've got the light coming in from the side. Some other things to consider with this one, I would definitely, with the light kind of coming in here and possible volumetric lights, I would also just have a little bit of influence on the side of him, as we're seeing here, just like a little bit down the side. You're already getting some of this bright influence here on the chair. It would just be nice to see it on him a little bit more. I mean, I guess I can see it here on like this very tight rim, but I would just like to wrap around his arm just a touch more. Additionally, I would like to see it up around his hat, and overall, I want to get this hat to separate off from the background a little bit. It might be some rim, it might be changing up the color of the hat or changing up the color of the wall back behind him. I would focus more on getting more shaping on the screen left side and a little more rim on the screen right side. So just some more, just some more, key light stuff on this side, and then just a little bit of rim around this edge here. That's how I would do that. And then, additionally, it would be nice to get some volumetric light from this screen left side here, just like to kind of feel a little bit of the glow of the lamp coming in. It doesn't have to be too strong, because again, even if you're having some volumetric here, you don't want just be overpowered with foggy volumetric stuff, but it'd be kind of cool to get this lamp in there and then just add some little dust particulates, because this feels like an old dusty antique room a little bit. So that's where I would go with this one. And again, we can look at the befores and after here. So you can see just a lot more attention on the character, some more glowiness from the background. I would probably even, I might darken this overall value just a touch. Again, like it depends on how much contrast you want to go with. But again, that would be something I would look for a reference on so that you can have a lot of options to play with. So now we got this shot. And again, we're going to do similar things because we want the look to maintain some consistency throughout it. So again, we're going to, let me just step through a couple things here. Because again, we got the same issue as the last time, just a lot of darker values, nothing too much in the highs. So we want to create some more light here in the foreground area. Again, you just want to be having the light kind of getting up on this character. And we want to create more shaping than what we're seeing here. And also, a big thing is, let's see, where did I draw that? There we go. This light from the lamp is coming up underneath him, so you can kind of create some under lighting on the character and create some emotion on him that way, which I think would be pretty cool. Additionally, you can glow out this lamp here. I think that would be really nice to kind of bloom it a little bit. Like, you don't want it to be super, like you want there to be shaping in there. You don't want it to be too super bright and distract the attention too much down to that side, but you definitely want it to feel like there's a bright light bulb illuminating from underneath that light source, from underneath that lampshade, I should say. So again, we got the underlight on him there. Again, we still want to fill this window light coming in from the left side. You want to get a little bit of that rim on his hat there, and a little bit down his back. You already see it on the back of the chair, but it'd be good to replicate that again. Additionally, with that window, maybe we see some effects from it on the wall across the other side, depending on how high the sun is out there. That might be a little high, but just like maybe down a little bit to get a feeling for that. And then finally, just again, looking at the befores and after. So those would be my tips just to get, just to keep moving along and get things going a little bit. If you have any questions, let me know. Post them in the comments below. But like I said, with your next iteration, with your next lighting update, let's see some reference so we can build on that. But keep going, keep lighting, and yeah, happy lighting.